Can you fuck me like you really want to? Can you love me like you do your hustle? Can you feed me past the food and grubbing? Can you clean me like it's church on Sunday? In the tubbing, scrub a dubbing, clean the fountain, make a wish and throw 100. I might just blow it. Yo, heat ain't warming, your mountain's warming.
Should I bless the bottle?
Oh, me? I don't know how to do that shit.
No, just bless it.
Just bless
What do you rep? On GDN. Do you eat with forks or spoons, nigga?
Oh my god. She like, what life are you about?
Yo, like my boyfriend, like all his family comes from that shit. Like his mom is like one of the most beautiful gangsters I've ever met in my fucking life. Like I be telling him, I'll be like, I know your OG ride for you, but just know that if you fuck up, I'm pulling up to her house and telling her to check your well. But like I'm also like the first woman that like he introduced to like anyway. Yeah. It is very real. Like I'm gonna tell you something. Like something that I learned is like when something is right, it feels easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the hard shit that we be going through. Right. I just be like, oh my god, I done been through so much fucking worse. Like he's made me cry before, but not in like a. Not in like a.
And that shit.
You keep fucking me up.
Yeah.
Like
that's some magical shit. Like I ain't know nothing about that. Wow. Ugh. Come on.
What so you go by
Ken
Harris. Is your artist name? Or you just go by Ken?
I don't know. Yeah, Ken.
Okay. We could
whatever it is.
Alright, I'll let y'all introduce herself. What's up, everybody? It's your girl / boy, Iman, Loren, like Polo, Black Honey Buns, bitch. And we're here for another episode of Real Hoodwives Chicago.
Yes.
Okay, so I have some very special friends, very special comrades, which me.
Yes.
And I'm gonna let them introduce themselves by like their profound artist names, their profound names that they like to be known by.
Oh. My mama gave it to me. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch it up. Okay, I've been toying with the new name. I'm trying to figure out what I want my new name to be.
Great.
And so my name is Onyx.
Like the stone.
Like the stone, with a little bit of like a streak of white going through it. It's really pretty. My name's Onyx. I'm gay. I don't know. I identify as so many things: transmasculine, non-binary, but mostly trade. I identify as trade.
Is that like the same as like a verse or a switch?
It's just like a really handsome, like gay person, like
tomboy bush queen.
Yeah, something of the sort.
Same.
Something of the sort.
Same.
Wow.
Like I'm such a tomboy butch queen. Like
agreed.
I think he's so hetero. Like he is so hetero, but I just be like, yo, bitch is so not hetero. Like not hetero.
I could run through some things.
So you are Onyx, but we might know you in community as Ari, if that's okay. Yes, okay. And we got the illustrious, exuberant, the
what? Yes, I am Kennedy Ken. I don't know. My name is kind of basic right now. I don't got no artist name. I've been trying to.
I am not a stone.
Yeah, like I don't know, but yes, I am very gay, very like just a whore, a romantic whore now.
This podcast, I feel like this podcast is absolutely perfect for y'all. This podcast might have been perfect for y'all. From
I
like
agree. I have been waiting. I've been just waiting.
That makes me really good to hear. That makes me really happy to hear. Okay, so before I forget, this is a segment called What's Your Thought Juice? Dun-dun-dun. And I know y'all don't drink, but for elements of surprise, I bought red sparkling.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. We gonna leave it at that, but
because my mom's a wine mom. Yeah, wine mom. She loves white wine.
Really,
white
I would take your OG to be a malt liquor, 4Ds, because I feel like
Woo! Okay.
There we go. Shit.
Okay. I'm keeping the cork.
That was sexy.
It was.
I was gonna say, because I feel like me and you come from the same type of brashness. Or maybe that's me and Kennedy.
I don't know. My mama is really old, really like kind of conservative. It's like never drinks, never smokes.
Oh no, that is not my mother at
Yeah,
all.
we not.
That is not Laura at all.
Thank y'all.
Of course. I want to say also, let this be a congratulations to y'all, because I'm very proud of y'all. I want to ask y'all something. What are y'all doing with y'all? No, I'm not going to even ask it like that. What do y'all want to do? Because I feel like I was talking about earlier. So let me just rewind, right? So did we compete against each other ever?
No.
Almost.
I feel like right when I left.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's right when which was perfect time because I would like the year before like community groups was like no more LTAB.
Right.
I was like, I'm ready to I'm ready to this. I'm graduated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all thoughts juice is sparkling red today. Yes. But to celebrate, you know, I'm just like really proud of y'all. Like for real. Y'all should really be proud of yourself too. Yeah. But what I was saying is a segue because I feel like Pat, they found their passion like when they were like in their transition of like leaving Chicago and coming out of this poetry scene and like coming out of like, you know, writing, like the whole writing.
They really raw.
Yeah. They are, and like they're doing like filmmaking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their true passion. So like, what is y'all's true passion? What do y'all want for yourselves?
I am in the process currently of like figuring it out. Okay, I'm in the process right now of like figuring it out. I've been trying to write poems. I've been thinking about writing poems, but it don't really do it for me.
Yeah.
I watch hella movies, and I've been thinking about filmmaking lately. Like,
that's great.
Yeah, I got this John Walt Foundation scholarship.
You did?
Yes. And I'm just like, what am I finna use?
The connection just be coming through, because you know, Ambi's been on The Real Hoodwives. Fresh has been on here.
Right.
Michelle's a big fan of the show. That's some full circle shit.
Yes, I'm just like, what?
The crew.
The whole thing.
That is what's up.
I just don't know what I'm finna do with it. I'm really trying to find where my place is, but I think I'm about to make a film. I think I'm about to get into that.
Okay. Do you want to include some poetry in it?
Yeah, I definitely think that poetry is just gonna find its way.
I was just gonna say that. You watch Love Jones a few times. Take a few trips to the MCA.
Yes.
I feel like that's like the vibe medium. Keep talking to Dime. I'll help you too, Pat, Ari. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think something that'll help with that is like figuring out figure out your bus card, you know how I'm saying, your bus card, your bus driver, your destination.
Exactly.
That makes me feel good. And what about you, Onyx? You sound like you have a BBC with that name. Onyx. Onyx.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. We can talk about it later.
Okay.
I really love clothes. I love clothes a lot. I be dressing. At least I be trying to dress.
Yeah.
I really love clothes. I just I've been manifesting this. I've been manifesting creating and designing for a long time. So I've been talking about getting a sewing machine for
And you just got one for $30.
Just got one.
Exactly. Just fell into
it just fell into blessings falling into my lap. Really just fell into I just got it. And it was really damn. And it wasn't even that day I was literally talking about how I wanted a sewing machine. I go to the thrift store. I only found one pair of pants I wanted, but I walked to the back just by chance because this nigga always looking for some fucking skates. I walked
some skates?
Yes, I want to skate so bad. I just want to be through this bitch just skating all the time.
I feel that.
All the time.
I have skates. We should skate, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to get some.
I have some old school candies.
I don't know what that means, but it's hot.
Yeah. Okay, so I also make clothes, so we should talk too.
I agree.
Yeah, okay. So I love to help y'all in pursuit of those passions, right? But what are y'all currently doing now? Both of y'all are still in the community. So we've all been raised in Louder Than a Bomb. Excuse me, y'all Chicago office, et cetera, this poetry shit. y'all are still doing this shit, but not as competitors, but as coaches now. How has that transition been? And was that a choice? Because it seemed like it was a choice. Like, it was like, nobody else was going to do this shit.
Yeah.
But or at least do this shit right.
Yeah. It kind of, like, fell into our hands, I would say.
I feel like it fell into your hands.
Yeah, because I, like, didn't really plan on being a coach. I was just like, I'll come do, like, a workshop. Like, we didn't have a teaching artist coming in no more. And they was just like, come do a workshop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, that stopped the year after.
Who was y'all's teaching artist?
The last one we had was
Kush. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We never had Kush.
No, I wish we had.
I wish we did.
Because I feel like Kush was South Side, too.
Yeah.
Kush makes everybody drool. Yeah.
But I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
I'm dead, but yeah, it just kind of happened. They was like, come do a workshop, and then like the next week they was like, come do a workshop like twice this week, and then I was just there. But the transition was a little rough because ageism is so real. Trying to find your like,
beat me to the point.
Trying to find your lane exactly from being a student.
Talk about it. You beat me to the point.
It's really fucking rough,
especially because like the first year that we were doing it, we still have a sponsor, but he's like better.
Okay.
But the first year we were doing it last year, it was a white woman who was the sponsor, and it was
a white woman.
Yes, and a white woman.
And
she definitely is a white woman.
Right.
But niggas was like, we was like, they won last year, right? Mm-hmm. And niggas was really like, oh my God, this is the coach. Like, really asking her as though she was the meat of the program.
And she would just be like, thank you.
Yeah, just accepting that shit on some white woman.
But it ain't no apple seeds without a core.
Literally.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we're gonna figure that out. But I'm proud of y'all for that. What was y'all B&B experience like? Because no, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm pushing for Future Core this year.
Mm-hmm. Same.
But also, I'm pushing to be the chaperone for B&B since I did B&B twice.
I would love that.
Yeah.
It's so much about your life. I think that not like outside this fucking place, like outside YCA, it's so much about your life that
like when I got arrested at 13 for being a streetwalker.
Wow. I got arrested when I was 13 on my mom's birthday.
Oh yeah, I got arrested when I was 13, 16, and I almost got arrested because I ran away from the hospital at 17 because I had to get stitches in my foot. But I didn't have insurance.
You ran away
with a boot.
Wow.
Because I'm like, I ain't got insurance. My OG ain't here to sign on shit. My OG is drunk as hell at the crib. What if...
Saying that be my mama.
Who asked you gonna be? Right?
I think you were on the same because my mom is like always drunk. Like,
yeah, because like we're both super big dick, but like super lifting it up on the belly button, like just super like. I got it on me, right? I got it on me. Like, I'm a gentleman, but do not test my gangster, right? Yeah. Speaking of big dicks, so...
You are so good at transition.
You like, this not my first fucking podcast.
I'm really excited to have y'all. This feels so natural to me. And also, like, I feel because, like, the reason why I was going to be like, damn... It's just another week. It's an LTAB week. No episode this week. But I'm like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. Right. Exactly. But also people don't understand how hard this shit is. Yeah. Like, I do everything by myself. Production, promotion, recording, editing. Like, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as fuck.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You're doing your shit.
But y'all podcast gonna be raw. Like, I can't wait to do that shit. But, like, I hope y'all know, like, I'm finna turn YCA into some whole other shit. Like, I'm finna turn YCA into some whole other shit.
Anybody's gonna do it, is it?
I appreciate that. I'm just trying to figure out who to talk to. Right. And, like, I'm getting in good with Anna. Like, me and Anna are always good in. But there's only so much that she can do. Yeah. Right. Especially at least right now. You know what I'm saying? Because she's already doing so much plus more. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But, that's another thing I want to talk to y'all about, too. The boss that we was talking about. But like I was saying, speaking of big dick, so y'all fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We fucking. Yes. I love how you say that. Yes. For sure. I indeed get their pain, right?
Everybody.
Who ordered it? Who went to the store? Who bought it? Is it colored? Is it silicone? Does it match your skin tone? I need to know everything. I am nosy, okay?
So I don't remember how we decided to like?
We just
go?
decided.
Was it like the same day? Cause we got in the car and went to get it.
Did y'all go to Lover's Playground?
Nah, we went to fucking Spencer.
Y'all went to Spencer?
We did.
I'm gonna tell you something. I always make fun of my boyfriend because, like, I just be like, you love bitches that shop at Hot Topic, don't you?
That's a fucking real.
LOL, yeah.
But I be telling him, I was like, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in high school, I was hella in the back of Spencer.
Yes, I feel like that's low key childish as hell, but also like it becoming
It's the go-to.
It is. It is.
Yes.
It's like a commercial sex shop.
Yeah.
Like people who like I'll just wear a dog collar just because I feel like I just wanted him to call me a bitch for the day, right?
Yes.
But like you can get that at Spencer's, but
You can.
go to Lover's Lane and you walk out feeling a totally different way about yourself. And they be by the most whitest ass restaurants. I'll be like,
They be kinky. Because they be kinky. I went to a sex shop, like an actual factual sex shop. It wasn't for anything else but pleasure. And I went in there and I was like just 18, like I just turned 18. And people, I look like I had a baby, like I still have a baby face. And people was just like, I hate when ageism, I guess.
Yeah.
But I really was like, all these dicks. Look at all these dicks. And it was like a wonderland. I love gay porn, so I just be like looking at dicks.
I want to talk about that too. So we're gonna come back to the dicks because I wanna know what y'all's looks like, right? But or what yours looks like to be more specific because you have a pussy, right?
Our dick.
Wait.
I mean, I just feel like.
Wait.
Stop with this look.
This is one of the greatest episodes ever. This is the best episode to follow behind Mello. Because like Mello's episode was raw as hell. Right. Season 2 is popping off pretty fucking busting.
I have to catch up.
Rich Enough, Mello, two fucking legends right here. Like I had also like that was the reason why I was slow recording because I was like I was booking a lot of dudes because it was a lot of dudes that went to be on this shit and I was just like niggas be fucking with shit. But I forgot the point that I was arriving at. But since it's both of like
So this is the thing.
Okay.
I have a large clitoris. I love my clitoris. It took me a
you
long
have
time.
a baby dick?
Yes,
it is.
You have a baby dick
Yes.
and a big dick?
Yes.
All of it.
You are supreme dick energy, yo.
Literally. I really want to take dick. I really want to. My vagina is so small.
It'd be so.
Wait a minute.
I really want to take dick.
You really want to take dick?
Yeah, like strap, whatever.
But you can't?
I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot.
So you're not a touch me not.
I know. I'm not touching
So you like to get your like body and like parts.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you like head?
I love it.
So wait, when
I
you
love
give
it
them
so
head,
much.
I'm so good at it. I think I'm great at it.
I'll have to go sign.
Yes.
hold on, this episode is busting. Hold on, I am no, y'all gotta understand. I am living out my porn fantasy right now because this conversation is literally everything that I go home and watch. I will watch like big clit pussy, and it just looks like a baby blowjob.
Yeah,
Yes. It is a baby blowjob.
It's great.
So wait, are you like a clitoral? So like you're a clitoral stimulate.
Yeah, I really. That's like what it is.
Do you still rub it or do you like jerk it?
I have never tried that.
Okay.
I really just like I rub it. I also do this. I've done it like since I was younger. You do this thing where you like twist your legs together and then you just kind of like you just tighten and the maneuver.
Yes, it's
the
so
maneuver.
easy. It's
When
just
you in the
like,
back of the class,
it's
rocking.
oh my god, literally.
And someone asks you, why is your desk shaking?
Like
I'm
first
just
of all,
cold.
you don't even know.
I'm just cold.
I gotta heat
Haven't you ever heard the shivering warms the body? That's actually funny because that's from a movie that I seen called Towel Head. It's a really crazy HBO short film.
Oh yeah, HBO.
HBO be busting, you know what I'm saying? But it's about this short film about this Muslim girl who moves to like a suburbia ass neighborhood. Her creepy ass neighbor ended up doing some creepy ass shit to her. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But she's Muslim, so like they're calling her like, you know, saying nigger and like towel and things like that. But like, you know, she's learning about her sexuality and like she's queer at a young age because like she started seeing like porno mags of women and shit like that. But like, it's just crazy. But so yeah, I know exactly what the fuck you was talking about. I was getting busted at 9. But
literally. Yes.
So do you eat Kennedy's ass?
Yes. I love it.
You?
Yes.
I love to do it so
That's hot.
much.
Yes.
Do you have any rules? Like, you have to be fresh out the shower, or like
for me?
Yeah.
For literally,
I'm like
literally.
I can't just let you eat my butt.
Right, on a good drunk night, maybe, but like, I'm like.
But you do that like for head too. Like you are always.
Yeah, but with hair, I'm a little bit looser. You feel me? But like, if you finna eat my butt, come on now. I poop every day. I cannot just let you.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful because like some people like they be.
There's some people ask that I eat.
You cannot imagine. Oh,
it's some people's ass that I eat like.
You just like.
It don't fucking matter.
Yeah, that's
like dime.
Yeah.
And when the sun rises.
Oh my god.
As yellow as a sweater.
As yellow as she is.
Y'all have that type of relationship. I love that.
I love
that.
About how Dom is so light skinned.
But she's like she. I don't even want to say that. Like that whole Drake line. But it's true when it comes to her.
Yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark.
It's so true when it comes to her. Like it's so true when it comes to her. Like she's a whole nother like level of like altitude that like I just like look up to. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about her is just fucking perfection to me.
Like
from
eating ass to like
Dominique is amazing.
Because that's literally what ass eating is. It is the goddess of perfection. But yeah, my nigga, he tagged me in a post that was like, if you get your pussy ate, your ass ate, and your toes sucked, you gotta give your niggas $40.
Oh my god, you gotta give me $40.
You owe me $40, G.
I love
Ari, you are a old nigga, bro.
I really enjoy tying people up. Like that's just something.
Wow. Yes, I want to do that so much more.
Oh wait, that's so funny that y'all should say that.
Oh, what you about to do?
Look, so we had a night. I only used one of these.
Oh, but I was gifting one to the other.
And then so I was his sexting over the weekend, but I forgot to unpack these. So yeah, this is from a collar. But yeah, I was looking for a buzz card and I pulled these out. But yeah, y'all should do it. Yeah. It's fun. It's really fun. It's you got it. The reason why I love BDSM so much is because you have to have the conversations. Yeah. In order for it to be right and in order for it to be the experience, you have to have the conversations. And like people hate having the conversations. People love having the conversations. They just don't know how to set up the time for those conversations. Right. And like they could be like really fucking special. Like
you can learn a lot like outside of sex in general about your partner.
Yeah.
When you have those conversations, just about how, like what pleases them in general. I think.
Yeah. What are some ways that y'all have conversations with each other?
I think so I am horrible at communicating. Just terrible at it.
When's your birthday?
March 29th.
You're a person?
I'm an Aries.
No, you're an Aries.
Capricorn is Capricorn. So just a whole lot of stuff that's like don't say nothing.
What are you?
I'm a Sagittarius and a Capricorn moon, but I talk. I think that's from my mom though. My mom is a talker.
Yeah, and my mother is not at all a talker.
Who fucks in whose house?
We fuck in my house.
Mother's progressive.
Yeah. At first we were fucking in my house.
Yeah. Okay. I enjoy having sex in Ari's house. I have a very small like I have a room. That's where I'm at right now. But Ari's house, we was really wild.
Yeah,
just
we were
everywhere.
We
got caught as fuck one day.
Where are y'all from? South side, west side,
south side, 79th. Yes.
And what?
By Jeffrey. So like
you right by
close
me.
To you. Yes.
Okay, so we got to ride home together. Let's go. Where you?
I used to live in Beverly, but right now I'm on 76 in Peoria. So
you're not far from us either. Peoria is close to Halsted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally a block
right off.
Yeah.
I want to get back to your dick though. Okay.
Let's talk about it.
I want to know, and this is what did you pick it based off of her likes? Cause I know you ain't getting it.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I think we did kind of pick it off me because if it was up to Aria, it would have been kind of small, kind of, you know. And I like
Speaking of
hate dick, like
really,
that's just something I've been doing. For a
like
while.
big, long, thick, like
thick, kind of thick.
You look like you
long.
like a thick.
You feel like
you look like
all,
you like a thick.
all of them. But I feel
dick.
like I'm changing though. I feel like I can't take it like I used to.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what transition. I'm gonna tell you exactly. Okay, this is what your transition is gonna be. So right now you in the thick, big, thick, long. Right?
Okay.
Right? You're gonna transition to skinny long
Mm-hmm.
because you're gonna want to feel your pussy walls. You're gonna want to feel your opening and all of that, and then you're gonna transition to like a thick ass medium, like a thick ass brownstone. You know what I'm saying? Like something that's like just there, where it's just like, yup.
I have really big hands, so just putting that out there.
Just putting that out there.
I have huge hands. Thanks, Dad. I guess. Only thing.
Does it match your skin tone?
No, it's clear.
Yeah.
Really?
It's clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would that throw you off if you like just to see a white dick?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like.
The fuck?
But you're like,
Oh, white dicky mine. Damn. Already not that light. First of all, y'all
You
look the same
fucking
color.
not
Like,
you're not shit. Because first of all, that's a sensitive topic for me. Okay, I just came to terms with me being light skinned. I really need people to do it slow.
okay.
Okay, that's a hard pill to swallow. Being light skinned, that is hard.
Okay, you're caramel.
It's not hard.
You're caramel.
No, don't enable me. Yes, I am light skinned, but damn, you ain't have to say get a white dick.
yeah, like
No.
a white dick, damn.
Do you like veins in it? Does it have veins in it?
It don't.
It
Do
don't.
it?
It's like a starter one for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the thing is that we got it really early in our kind of like fuck relation. Were we together when we got it?
I don't think we was. I think it was before we.
Yeah. So we were really early. We were just like, okay, we're just gonna grab whatever.
Yeah, I think it was really impulsive too. We was just like, let's just go get the dick. Let's
I
just
love
go.
that. I love that. I remember when y'all first told me, I was like, I think Kennedy told me first
Told you.
that you had bought a strap.
Oh.
I think you read it in a poem or something like that. Like it was like a poem saying that you had like wanted a strap and things like that. And I was just like, you know, like, is this really true? Like, because like I've been strapped before. Yeah, I did not like it. I like the head. I like the head way more, but
It's definitely something you have to get used to,
You know
especially
what I'm
when you
saying?
start taking like dicks. Like when you start with that, I feel like if you start with straps, it's a different story.
I can't believe
But
I've
you
been strapped
gotta
before.
get used to. You gotta get used to it. It's different.
You a fucking legend. No, that's why I'm looking at you, because I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I was strapped about your age, too. Like, but, and I don't know age and shit, but also I'm like, I'm like, but that's something that, like, you actually like, and that's what, like, I really, like, fuck with. Like, I just love how, like, y'all, like, so proud about it. You know what I'm saying? This episode is making me really happy. It's really calm. Please feel free to pour yourself up. If you
I need to finish this, but we've just been talking.
all right, so who's the top, who's the bottom?
You want to be the top so bad in your spirit.
I'm
I
a
want
top.
you to-
The energy is. I got top energy. I have top energy. You got bottom energy. But in the sex, Ari is the top.
Come on, Kennedy. I feel that shit. I'm gonna tell you. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't even. I just want everybody to know.
I need cameras in this bitch right now.
That would be so wrong. You
It's
sound like
coming.
it.
It's coming. It's just
YouTube or
taking.
something.
It is, but it takes time. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
because then you gotta edit the like foot like.
and that's what I'm doing. Like, I know how to edit videos, but like that, like those promotion videos that I be doing, those are just like to keep my skills flossed and up to grade. I could pop one of those out in 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But that should be. But what really be hard about them bitches is like listening to everything you saying, playing it back, typing the shit out, playing it back, and you know what I'm saying? But okay, so hypothetical, y'all at Red Lobster on a date, and the waitress brings out the check. Who are they giving the check to?
Me.
Ari, I ain't got no job.
Oh yeah, I'm a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
You think she'll really pick up? Yeah, I would pick up the energy to give you the check too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be me.
Okay.
And then at least if Shorty gives it to Kennedy, I'm gonna grab it.
Exactly.
That's real. That's
So,
real. Yeah, Kennedy. Kennedy ain't topping shit.
Right.
Kennedy ain't topping
First of all,
shit. Kennedy
Do
ain't
not
topping
do that. Do not do that.
Baby, I told you, I don't know, I think I told you over there, or at least I was thinking about it in the shower. I was like, wow, my partner's really kind of like, you are like 3 steps away. 3
from a prince.
You
from a
are
pillow.
From a princess. Come on, Ari. Come on.
I feel so disrespected. I would like for y'all to know that.
No, but I want you to know that I feel like I be going in. And
It's
I
true.
think
It's true.
I be going in. And I think that I really like, I don't be needing much. I feel like if I have like one orgasm, I'm good for the night. I really just want her to come like 9,000 times.
Sounds like you want a brat.
I think I am a brat.
Yeah, I'm a brat,
yeah.
and my partner, he's a brat tamer.
Yeah, because I like when they get tough with me, but also I'm like,
You-
first of all, calm
Yes.
down. Like,
He will tell me, if you take my dick out of your mouth, I will slap you. And I will look him right in his face and take that shit out of my mouth.
exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
I do not fucking play. I'm like, you better hit me before I know you ain't a bitch. Like, but I can never say that. Because
Little
he'd be like,
tidbit.
right. So, we was talking about something earlier, right? We were talking about a few things, and we're just gonna like backtrack to them. So, I just most recently got a pap smear.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right? And like, I'm curious, and maybe this is like me being a little bit like of basic thinking, but I don't really see or hear many like STI, STD conversations around like same sex relationships unless they're revolved in men's same sex relationships. And I'm not trying to be problematic. I'm just being like factual. You know what I'm saying? Like, people only talk about like these things unless it's like man on man or whatever, and like breaking that stigma right now. Like, what is some education that y'all can enlighten us on based off of the previous conversation that we had? Because I just got a pap smear, and I'm like I ain't tweaking. Like, chill out. But if you feel comfortable.
I've never had an STI or STD.
Cool, me neither.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that. I'm not finna lie and say I've been safe though, because I do not use dental dams.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I learned that in season 1 not to cut people off. I'm gonna just make a note.
Yeah, I don't use dental dams. Probably a problem. My first partner, I hope they're not listening to this. My first partner, when I would eat them out, I would get sick. Like, my stomach would start hurting. So I don't know what that was. I think it was the energy.
Might have been it was God and the universe trying to let you know.
My ancestors like,
Was she white?
ow, close to it.
Sure, you black.
She light skinned?
Yeah.
In a not black way?
Yeah. In an very ambiguous way. And that period
You
of my
break me
life,
up a piece of that ambiguous light skin booty.
my God.
Literally, Ari.
That period of my life, I was lost.
Okay.
But
You sound like an Onyx now.
Onyx.
To come back to my sister.
Oh my God.
Ari, first of all, Ari.
You love white girls, don't you?
What?
Yes. Ari fucking loves ambiguous as people. Ari stopped fucking with me for this ambiguous ass.
Okay, I was like sophomore in high school.
Okay.
You look like you was eating a white bitch pussy in a tree at YFS.
I would like to show you. They all look the same.
Okay, we'll say that.
Okay,
yes,
okay. But yeah.
So my vagina was sick. It had a cold, it had a flu. And it wasn't like, I had a yeast infection at the same time as I had like, it's like bacterial vaginosis.
Is that like a yeast infection?
No, it's like
BV. I feel like that's what you would have heard.
Yeah, it's like, so the yeast infection is really just like, it's come out of your cervix. Like,
okay.
in BV, well, actually, I don't know the science. I went to the doctor.
Okay.
I need to read it. Should probably read about it. But I know that there are two distinct things, and they gave me two distinct symptoms. The yeast infection gave me like a smell, and the BV gave me a fucking itch. It was the worst thing to go through at the same time. It was horrible. And I just remember going, I don't know any queer people with queer people with vaginas who talk about just like this, like people be other than like.
Okay, so I'm not tweaking.
Yeah, like I didn't know that shit existed until like Chicago Freedom School. I feel like that was what, my sophomore year, the first time that I heard anything about like queer people, especially folks with vaginas who have STIs or have to worry about or think about STIs and STDs.
And what's interesting is that neither one of those are necessarily like sexually transmitted, but it is, the thing is about BV is that it's more prevalent in people who have partners who are not cis men. So like if you're getting ate out a lot, that and we were having sex a lot during this period of time, so it makes sense. And I changed some detergent, so that was probably the yeast infection.
Okay.
But I just remember feeling alone and feeling dirty. And I knew I wasn't supposed to. Like, you just, it's things that you learn. You know that that I shouldn't feel any shame around this. Like, that I shouldn't feel no type of way. But if there is nobody around you talking about something, if you feel like you're the only one going through this shit right now, it's really hard not to feel like you fucking up. Like, you're really doing something really wrong. And especially like your vagina, it's just like, and I already, during that period, I was having a lot of dysphoria, like about my body, and just like thinking about like what body parts that I want to exist with, and it was just a lot in that one period, and I don't think I've really unpacked that until right now. So this is a very authentic thing.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me in this space, in this podcast.
We all got vaginas. I think that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit was really interesting. But Kennedy came with me to the gynecologist. It was my first time having somebody that was not my partner put something in my vagina. And that was an experience in and of itself. It was very interesting.
Did he like it?
It was a swab. It wasn't nothing like it.
I fucking love that shit. I had to go home.
On the brand.
I had to go home and not masturbate because I didn't want to feel sick in the head. Because I done masturbated from plenty gynecological reality porn situations. But she was nice. She was kind of cute for a white woman in a white coat and around maybe like 35 or whatever.
I love that about you. I love that about you, dude. I feel like the one experience that I've had was like not a good experience, because the only experience that I had was when I got my ultrasound when I was pregnant. That shit was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about that, if you are comfortable, because I know that's where like me and you like have our similarities, and me and you also share our similarities. So like you're definitely pro-choice. What is like? I don't even know what I want to ask you. If there is anything that you want to talk about in regarding to that, but like has a same sex, or not a same sex marriage, but like has that like affected like your relationship choices or your relationship dating, or like has that played a part into like I don't know what I want to ask. Really.
That is such a good question, because I be trying to think about it and really like truly unpack it for myself. But like the truth is that I have not been penetrated. I have not had like
a cream pie.
Yeah, since then. One nigga has ate me out since then, but I have not I ain't done none of that since then.
Facts.
And I be really trying to truly unpack that.
That's real.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
That's super real.
Yeah.
That's super very real.
Yeah. But I think the interesting thing is that like me and Ari was like friends when that stuff was happening, and I always have like low key felt like, I don't know, like I be wondering how like Ari feels in that situation. Like I could have a child right now. Like I could have a whole child. I don't know. I just be wondering how it affected our relationship, because that shit was happening we started talking like right after that.
Right after.
And
because the reason why I asked is because you wrote such a beautiful poem about it that struck me so much, which is why I asked you to introduce me at the cohort. So yeah, maybe this is the Mel Loren show.
Okay.
Ari, let's unpack that.
Okay.
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
I think it. You talking about? I be doing it.
I had to practice my entire
You annoying smiles.
I'm literally gonna have a talk show, probably by the time I'm 26.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's
Okay,
gonna
thank you
happen.
for manifesting that.
Period.
But yeah, let's unpack that.
I think initially, because we were, how old were we, like 16? 17?
Yeah.
So I was first and foremost. I didn't even know. We wasn't fucking with each other when I first found out. So I didn't, like, it wasn't really, like, no type of romantic thing. I was really fucking scared for my friend.
Period.
Just, like, really fucking.
Yeah,
I remember
that shit was
us
scary.
meeting in the hallway, like, by that window. You had told me and Pat. And I remember me and Pat, because me and Pat were, like, best friends. We were really close in high school. And we went out there. We literally had a whole conversation on how we was finna get this done. We was like, okay, we need to, because Miss Gillick was our coach, this white woman. We was like, yo, we need to get money from her. We need to figure this out. How do we not let parents know? Like,
they was all like putting money together. Like everybody on the team was like trying to put money together so I can like do what I had to do without like telling my mama.
This is some real hood wife shit.
Yeah,
Do y'all
yeah.
hear this shit?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
community is fucked.
I feel so
real.
blessed to have y'all on the show right now. I don't know why I fucking tweet. Like, no, I didn't tweet. This is when it was
I think
supposed to
right
happen.
time.
This is when it was
It's
supposed to
right
happen.
time.
literally.
But at first I was just like, this is my fucking friend.
Yes.
Like this bitch need to be okay first and foremost. I remember after it happened, that's when you like, I think it was like maybe a month after, maybe a couple, like 3 weeks, maybe it wasn't that long, and you was trying to get on that, and me and Pat was having a conversation. And we was like, we was at my dining room table. I have these stars, like just the most clear.
You were in Beverly, so you
Mind
definitely
you,
had a
We had a dining room with a chandelier.
They had every
Don't
fucking thing in
Don't
their house.
fucking forget it. We was at the dining room table with nobody in my house. My mama wasn't there. Nobody was there. We was just talking. I was like, yeah, Kennedy's trying to get on there with me. And Pat was like, what? Kennedy is like really cute. And I was like, yes, I agree. I concur. And then Pat was like, are you sure like Kennedy really wants this? Like she's going through like an emotionally vulnerable time.
That sounds exactly like fucking
And
bad.
I was like, fuck, probably, because the thing is that in my head I didn't really want a relationship. I was really just trying to fuck, like the little Junior was trying to do. And I was like, oh damn, that's probably that could possibly be what's going on.
And I didn't find out about this conversation at all until like very recently.
Yeah, like
we
a couple months ago.
like maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
We just talked about this. We just did, but
I feel like this is, y'all have something, and like I didn't even know about y'all shit until now. I just always presumed y'all was walking around as friends, but it's not even because like it was low key. It was just because like even if y'all was walking around as just friends, like knowing what y'all have, like it still reads as something solid. And I feel like that's the big point where like it should feel more solid than secrecy. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what it shows. So that kind of led me to another like segue question. Like I don't know if y'all are manifesting a future for y'allself with each other.
Oh, we are.
Great. So like have y'all ever thought about like what does children look like for y'all? Have y'all had that conversation or have ever had that thought before? I've never talked to somebody about this, and I've always wanted to. I be watching like Jubilee videos and cut videos on YouTube, and they be going in, and I be like, damn, I really want to ask somebody these questions, but niggas be scared.
yes.
Well, you asking me this?
Yeah, both of y'all, if y'all
It
comfortable.
kind of be feeling so like, I don't want to say childish, but like a little like, this is like my first like actual relationship. And so sometimes it be feeling like, cause you know, people get in relationships and they be like, we gonna be together forever. And I be trying not to be that person, but also
wrapped up in reality.
Exactly. But also like, we have been like best friends for a long time.
So why the fuck not?
So why the fuck not? Literally. But we do be having them conversations.
Yeah. So like, relationship, like we were together for like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a year and a couple of months. I'll say that, probably not a half.
Okay.
And I know it sounds really head ass, but it's just this huge difference, like a complete difference. And just it's like really I just the feeling. It's not even like behavior. I mean, behavior is different, of course, because it's a different human being. But like literally, the feeling I call upon is completely different from what I have experienced. And it's really fucking scary. Yeah. That shit is scary. To like feel something for somebody so intensely, and to know that it is not at all what you have experienced.
Especially
before.
when you haven't even like seen that shit like happen for real, or ever seen it work out. Like I don't got no examples of just good relationships, of just a good healthy like love.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm sorry.
Don't say sorry. But that shit is like. It's like mountainous, and it's like huge. It's really filling. I've never felt so full. And then the times when we be going through it, you just feel empty. It's like really just like that. Yeah. And I'm not saying we be having a balance. Like I think right now we are very much in that kind. I don't think it's like 50%. I think it's like 75. Like I think we just feel so. It's like why be separate? It's like this James Blake line. Like what's that fucking lyric? It's like I need to find that lyric.
Oh,
like,
I love James Blake.
Yes,
yeah,
I love James Blake. I love James Blake.
You remember when
What you talking about, that playlist?
Yeah, when you was on train.
I would confess they love for me. It was so cute. It was all so cute. It was a long process, a long ass process, but.
Y'all remind me of a Glee episode.
Oh, fuck you.
I was a Gleek in high school. I was a Gleek in high school.
I used to masturbate to Glee porn. Didn't watch another episode of it.
To Glee porn?
Like, well, I loved fan fiction.
Okay.
So, like, growing up, like, whenever I masturbated, I was reading.
To Glee porn?
And so, I really, I read Glee, like, between the characters. Like, I knew what they looked like. So, I knew who I wanted to see fucking. And, yeah.
Who would I want to see fucking on Glee? Definitely not Finn. And definitely not Rachel.
No.
Not really Santana that much either.
I feel like you like
Santana.
I feel like Santana probably would have been the.
Yeah, but shit. I know what to expect from her. That ragged, not necessarily bunny hopping sex, but like she just very vicious passion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and only Scorpios can do that shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Scorpios, I have feelings.
Yeah, her partner's a Gemini. But okay, cool. So, yeah, did y'all answer all the questions?
I don't know. I feel like we really be getting into the question and then we just.
I feel like y'all answered them pretty solidly. I feel like I asked everything that I wanted to ask, unless there is something I want to ask. So, what identity are you comfortable with sharing, or at least educating me on? Because any reference that I do have is based, and also this goes for you too. Like any reference I do have is just based off of the poems that I listen to y'all performing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So please correct me if I'm wrong. I do remember you performing some poem on you feeling some type of transitional moment or transitional period. Where are we with that? Where are you with that? If that's still a thing, if you're comfortable answering that or anything like that.
I think my gender identity is probably it's not something I'm uncomfortable. I think it's not something I'm uncomfortable with talking about. I think the thing is that nobody really ever asked me about it. So it's like, sometimes I don't know how to voice things just because nobody's asked me to put the language to it. But I identify as non-binary. I'm learning that I don't really have any affinity to any pronouns. Like, I don't really care if people use she, her, they, them, or he, him.
Yes.
But the thing is that people are lazy.
Yes.
And they will just, boom, she, her.
Exactly.
Yes. That's what we're going to use.
Exactly.
And I think, like, try to be different. Like, switch it up. Like, call me he and she in the same sentences just because you can.
Yes.
And I think that people don't be having the versatility. I cannot say that I am not.
You fucking lazy fucks.
Exactly. And I'm lazy, too. Like, I cannot say that I am not somebody who doesn't just like, okay, I'm gonna revert to what I've always used. And I think like I'm really trying to get out of what is comfortable. Like, I've been using they them pronouns for you a lot more often. Yeah. But like, I identify as non-binary. Fuck the binary. Fuck all that shit.
Too cute to be binary. Shout out to Pigeon.
Cute to be binary. Shout out to Pigeon. But I just feel like they them pronouns for me is like the one I center myself with the most.
Yes.
Because it feels ancestral to me.
Whew.
It feels like if you cannot think of me as they them, think of me as an army of everybody who fucking already existed.
You better fucking say that right. Come on, Kennedy. You better fucking say that shit.
God. Like,
no, I feel that shit. I really do feel that shit.
It's fucking ancestral. Like the least you could do is acknowledge all the people that survived for me to get here.
Yeah.
Like, and I think the thing
so
is
many
that,
women in me. You beggars can't be choosy.
You literally, let's acknowledge us all. And I think that's just, it's like a really raw way because people really don't understand how to use they them pronouns. They've never been asked of it, especially for one entity. Even though I'm a deity, I'm everywhere. But like literally, just think of me as a collection of all my ancestors, an amalgamation of all the people who have existed before me. And I think like I'm a fucking army of people. Like in this body, I am an army of motherfuckers. So acknowledge that.
Yes.
Just acknowledge it.
Oh,
and I think that's really just how I feel about my gender identity right now. I used to feel so uncomfortable in my body. So uncomfortable, like with my breasts and like with my vagina. And I'm at the point where like my shit raw, like my shit smack. And see, all you can shake your head. My shit smack. I think the only thing is like I'm really afraid of getting breast cancer. Cause like that's something that like my grandma on my dad's side passed from breast cancer. Okay. She was really religious and she didn't tell nobody. So she was just like, I'm not getting no treatment. God want me to go to glory, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And then my aunt passed.
Fuck, I need a doctor.
Exactly.
God got me.
Right.
Exactly.
We all gonna face judgment day for our sins, and you want me to die for my body? Fuck out of here.
I'm past this shit. Like, right. Grandma May. Yeah. And then my aunt, she passed really young. So I think like I really wanted to exist for long enough to know who I am. And so that is part of the driving reason as to why I want top surgery. It's not even like it's not even really presentation. Like it's really like 70% I want to survive in this bitch a little bit longer, and 30% like it affirms me because I love boxers and stuff. Like that's all cute, but it's really just like I do not want to die at 30 or 40.
You talking about some real fucking shit. Yeah. You talking about some shit that I ain't never heard no place else before. Yeah. That's why I feel so honored and so blessed to have this relationship with y'all. And like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, I hope y'all feel how fucking serious I am. Which is like, before I even like press the record button, I was like, yo, I just want to preface this, like what y'all want and what y'all don't want, like, cause this is y'all space, this is y'all shit, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like what I wanted this shit to be. Like this is exactly what I wanted this shit to be. No editing, no script. Yes. Oh my god. My boyfriend wants to he wants to filter his coffee with Solange's panties.
I love that.
I want to too.
I agree.
I don't even fucking drink coffee. Kennedy, what you fucking with right now? What you liking right now?
I use she, her, they, them.
Same here. Did you just sniff her?
No, I licked
me. Anyway, so I use she, her, they, them pronouns. Me and Ari have a lot of conversations around gender because, like, I say that constantly. I tell people my pronouns constantly. Nobody uses they, them pronouns.
Nobody uses they, them.
Yeah.
This is literally me and you right now.
Exactly.
And people say, what pronouns? She, her, they, them. I say they, them. I say she, her, they, them, but they, them really makes me happy, though.
Exactly. Like, whenever I do hear it, I'm just like, wow. I feel so affirmed right now. Yes. And, like, I was just having this conversation with Ari and, like, it's really easy, especially when you, like, look femme as fuck, to, like, feel guilty kind of about that, because like in a lot of these conversations,
can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it?
So many conversations around like transness, it's like like I've always wanted top surgery. I've always felt uncomfortable in my body and like things like that. And I'm just like, well, I cannot fully relate to this. So like, am I really trans or am I just, I don't know, like riding a wave type shit?
Why should I be what? No, I'm sorry.
Which is like upholding
Why?
the
Yeah,
binary.
like yes, exactly.
That's
Like I
exactly
always say,
right.
like I'm like the reason when I became like non-binary years ago. Like this is back when like I was in Bomb Squad and like Fati and Nate, they were like all our like teaching artists, and like they had asked us what was pronouns. I didn't even know what a pronoun was. Wow. You feel me? So they were just like going around asking us what we wanted to be called. I was like, fucking lovebird. I don't fucking know. Like I don't know. I swear to God, but I said it so confidently. But in the back of my head, I was like, I have no idea what the fucking pronoun is. You know what I'm saying? And so like for me, it's like being on that hood womanism shit. It's like don't call me no fucking female.
Exactly.
I ain't your fucking female to group with your new terminology for bitches.
Exactly.
I ain't that. Call me a fucking woman, a lady, a mistress, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't no fucking female. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I ain't a fucking DNA specimen.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Not biology.
I am not fucking biology. You know what I'm saying? Call me a woman.
Yes.
I am a fucking woman. I am an entity.
Yes.
I am a fuller dynamic of being. I am an aptitude, an altitude. You know what I'm saying? It's one that one wants to be, not that one wants to be born into. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Like I don't like so being non-binary. I'd be like, hey, can you please not call me a female? You can call me a woman though.
And people don't understand that. People just don't understand. I don't think they put in the work at all to understand it. They just see something and go, yep, I'm going to name it this. I'm going to name it female.
Oh my fucking God.
See, that's kind of, I just be on the bus. You experienced it before. It happened all the time. I be on the bus. Like, I am genderly ambiguous. People cannot peg me down. When they look at me, they cannot, unless you start looking at fucking my chest. Like, congrats. Good. Which is transphobic. But, people be like, what are you? Like, on the bus. Like, they just be looking at me like, what are you?
Child.
I'm like, what am I not? The fuck?
Exactly.
That be me when I be at the balls. I want to, and also I want to talk about that too, but like, I really fucking feel you, G. And maybe this is encouraging me to like do more work on my internal self and speaking on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, cause here's my thing. And this, well, no, here's my thing.
Okay.
My thing is, I feel like non-binary women who appreciate the bodies that they were born into aren't being glorified until Janelle Monáe. And I love Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
I fucking love Janelle Monáe. I really fucking do. But if I could steal Morgan Parker's, there are more beautiful things than Janelle Monáe. There are more non-binary things than Janelle Monáe. You know what I'm saying? But what I do appreciate about her is that she's not providing no language.
Yeah.
Right.
She's not providing no
she's
explanation.
just
She's
doing
just like, yep, I'm a non-binary person or a non-binary woman. And that's how you finna get.
Exactly.
And I'm finna flex this Ivy Park.
Exactly.
And I'm like, cool, right? But like, when we're in like this community, my partner, he does respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go by she, her, they, them. I have this show coming up I'm performing in this burlesque show that I really want y'all to come to if y'all want to. It's at Newport Theater. I was filling out this inquiry and they had listed these pronouns that I hadn't seen. Zhem, Zhem, or something like that. Like Zhem. Like, it's raw as hell, but I was just like, this shit, like, really intrigues me. But, like, I appreciate you for this. Having that powwow moment.
This might be is your man straight? Like, is he?
He is a heterosexual man.
That's so interesting. Like, how do you even go about that? I would never experience that in life.
Going.
Like
somebody identifying just as straight, and like you, like I feel like if you fuck with somebody who is non-binary, you are queer in some way.
I think that for him, what I love most significantly, and that a trait that I had to test in our dating process is like, are you like, cause some niggas be like, oh yeah. Too cute to be bi, narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like they love the buys. You know what I'm saying? They love
the buys.
They love the buys. They love their
They
entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They love the pussy and they love the fetishization. You know what I'm saying? But like he really does not give a fuck what anybody is or who anybody is. But what I've held him accountable in that conversation is to say I don't care. It's also dismissing an existence.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like to say like I don't care what you do, I don't care who you are. But that's like exactly like white people saying I don't see race.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still like dismissing an existence. Like you do need to care because if you say you're gonna protect black women, understand that you need to protect all of them.
Exactly.
And like yo bitch is one of these bitches that'll bust it open for anybody. You know what I'm saying? As long as they safe or as long as they safe, love themselves and care about themselves, then your bitch is one of them bitches. But I'm exclusively yours. You know what I'm saying? So I think what I've also learned is that he isn't like up to like to put me on an experience. Like he's never been a person to put anybody up on an experimental post. He's never been a person to put anybody up for like for an experience. Right. You know what I'm saying? To see what they can get out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a big difference between like, you know, pussy hunting on Tinder, or not pussy hunting because I don't want to put that on, but like dating on Tinder. You know what I'm saying? And like dating someone to see what you can like learn from them, quote unquote, learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like for him, I think, and this isn't a part that we've gotten to yet, but like this is something that we are arriving that because I'm finna tell him like I'm missing pussy in my mouth, and like. We're like once we're good, you gonna get another cat. So once you like, we just gotta keep doing the work, and like, but it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he doesn't push for that, pursue for that, you know what I'm saying? He, if anything, like those have been conversations that we've had of like separate things. You know what I'm saying? But he's super fucking straight. He doesn't, you know. He just takes accountability on all his language. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be telling him, like, nope, that's not weird. That's just not your preference. Right. Like, yes, like, even if you do this with a woman that is still heterosexual, that is not gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still, like, takes accountability, formulates his language, and, like, he's just, like, he's super smart. He super know what the fuck is up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he isn't. And, like, I don't even like to, like, compare him to not being a basic nigga, because we know what basic niggas is. Like, he's not even basic nigga, basic thinking. He's not even, like, niggas who know better, but still refuse to do better. Yeah. He knows better. And try to do better. And he does it. He asked me, tell me why we was at the fucking courtroom. I ain't gonna say this shit on the fucking record. Okay. But we was at the fucking courtroom, okay? And this black dude walks in, talking about some, I need a restraining order on this woman or whatever. See, this is why I don't date black women. This is why I hate black women. This is why I only fuck with Latino women, Boricua, Cuba, Dominica, etc., etc. Talking a whole bunch of Spanish, right? And I looked at him, and like, I could respond. But I'm just like...
Why waste your time?
Why waste my time? Why waste my time, literally? But as I'm looking down, I just hear a voice.
So, familiar voice.
You know you sound goofy as hell right now, my nigga, right? And I'm just like...
Wow.
Gushing.
Yes.
Just gushing. All these black women in here helping you helping you with your fucking case. All these black women and children, and you want to talk about you fucking hate black women. Nigga, I'll beat your ass. Like, all I had to say, like, he walking out the door, nigga, I'll beat your ass, and I'm just like, who ass he gonna be?
Try it.
Not mine. Not mine. And my nigga, he's like that type of nigga, like, he's a super dom. Like, super possessive of me. Not in, like, the toxic way, but, like, his submissive way. Like, I'm his princess. Like, I have to be safe.
Yeah, I killed a nigga once.
Right.
Literally off the nigga.
I will.
Right, we are I'm his top shelf. Like, there's, like, nothing that can be touched. Like, nothing can touch me. Like, honestly, look, real nigga shit.
Come on.
Anything he tells me to do, I fucking do.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
if he tells me to like chill out, be quiet.
Okay. Yes,
You feel me? And like that's just our relationship. But like when we get home, we both know who rush it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like as a submissive, like people and like that's like
the power
dom and sub relationships are so fucking underrated. Like
Yeah.
so fucking underrated. People think that doms run the shit, but I'm like, who do you think is giving him this power?
Exactly.
Who do you think is giving him this leash to walk me around? Who do you think is teaching him how to walk me? Like, what are you talking about? Like, if that ain't power, I don't know what the fuck is. Like, so when he tells me, like, he'll tell me things like, you know, if I get into a fight, and my hood bitch is just like, no, what are you talking about? Excuse me, but it's a process. I'm learning, but. I wanted to talk to y'all. So, like, what are we looking like with this ball? Because I really want us to do this ball. Have you ever been to a ball before?
I have not.
Never been to a ball.
I should go to a ball with me.
Okay, I support that.
Yeah.
I feel like
you should walk. Oh, you should walk.
I want to do drag. Like, I want to get in drag.
I'll do your drag makeup.
Oh my God. Let me tell you.
What do you want, Kennedy? What do you want, Kennedy?
Ari got me watching RuPaul's Drag Race constantly.
I
We
could
watch
never get into
all
it.
the time.
I'm fucking obsessed with RuPaul. RuPaul is problematic, yes. But, you know, everybody...
Yeah, you gotta be.
Why?
Everybody had transphobic moments.
Which is...
Also, like, just, like, man in power still.
Yeah, definitely just, like, is a cis man.
And no one talks about that.
Yeah,
no one talks about that.
And I think, like, I'm going to be transparent about that. I'm also going to be transparent about how much I fucking love RuPaul. I think, like, everybody has that, like, that person where they're just, like, not even excusing the shit, because I will always say, I love RuPaul, but RuPaul is this.
Right.
Like, and I think,
Do you want some more?
Yes. I think, like, you can always have critique of a person that you enjoy, as long as that critique, you know, is valid. And I think my critique of RuPaul is very valid.
Right.
However, I love RuPaul. I will have sex with RuPaul right now. RuPaul asks me to have
RuPaul be
sex
looking
with
so good.
Just
Like just so
just
good. When
smooth and
RuPaul come
fine.
out,
Like
on
a
that runway,
nice sip of cognac.
yes.
6'7", just got it.
I'm gonna be honest about something. I'm very disappointed that India Moore can't twerk.
India Moore is white.
No, she's not.
Okay, fine. India Moore is very close to...
She's adjacent.
White adjacent. And I think that it's just a...
Do you want more?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that it's just, you know, a certain...
Are you good, Kennedy?
Yeah, I think I'm
certain level of you just gotta have a little bit more color. And I think I think the thing of my qualm with India Moore is not even with India Moore. It's just that India Moore is very light skinned, right? And everybody, and there are so many beautiful people on Pose. Everybody on everybody's story, they always post to India Moore.
She's close to a simulation.
Yeah.
Come on. And the thing is that India Moore, like,
did I say that right? Because I know y'all know the language of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they identify as non-binary. India
Okay,
Moore,
so they go by they.
Yeah.
Okay.
India
Excuse
Moore
me.
uses they pronouns.
Excuse me.
But like India Moore's kind of like really passing, like just really like just like this kind of film kind of I don't know. I think people always are like, I love trans women, and here's a picture of trans women that I love, and
they
I'm
are
like,
also
do better.
always super passing, like super.
And like maybe to like the point that we were talking about, I be feeling like that's some shit that I can't say as a not trans person. You know what I'm saying? But as a non-binary person, I'll be like, no, I'm still hella in this conversation. Like
and it's hard because you also like we also have to but we also have to hold ourselves accountable in that conversation of like being like I'm trans, because even if like niggas, everybody was respecting our pronouns and stuff, we still not experiencing the world in the same way that like Ari is, or in the same way, you feel me?
Absolutely.
As somebody who does not just look femme, who does not just look like a woman. Yeah.
Have you y'all ever heard of Malik Yoruba?
No.
Okay, so 2 things I want you to watch. I want you to watch the Breakfast Club interview with Malik Yoruba.
Alright.
And
how
like
you spell Shorty last name?
YOURBA, I believe.
Okay.
It's the, you ever seen any Tyler Perry movies? The Why Did I Get Married movies?
Yeah.
The one that was married to Janet Jackson, that's Malik Yoruba. Right? So he comes out as trans attracted. Right? Which leads to a conversation as to why we need to open up the conversation more about what attractiveness looks like and how trans attractiveness is not the same as coming out and how it should be considered stepping up, etc., etc. My problem, I'm like, cool, we're learning this language, vernacular, etc. I'm loving the way that we're teaching it. Still, the two cishet men, or the two niggas with dicks in this room, is not letting the actual women in this experience fucking speak. So that's my one fucking problem. And I also got a problem about how you talking about so much about how people are in so much fucking graces to you and how everybody is so appreciative about you stepping up for the hood. Nigga, we don't give a shit about the hood because if you really walk in a fucking house, if you really walking about the ball, you'll see some real niggas walking realness in that bitch. Fuck you mean. Exactly. Like, and then like, and it ain't passing no graces to nobody but they house mothers. And you want to do this on a fucking Breakfast Club interview? You a bitch. You a little bitch. You a bitch, bro. And I don't even talk that shit on here, but nigga, you a bitch. So I'm like, alright, cool. Then he comes out with this interview on The Root.
You were following this shit. Let me look up.
Let's see what else he
because like it was so intriguing to me about how fucking filled with his falseness he was. I was like, wow, he was really fucking.
People cannot wrap their heads around the fact that like gender is literally identity. When you place that shit 100% in like biology, even I don't mean like saying that, but 100% in just body parts, that is fucking transphobic. Yeah. So like it's not even, I feel like it's not even a thing you come out as. If you say that you are attracted to women, if you are, even if you're a cis man and you are heterosexual, you say that you are attracted to women, I'm talking about all fucking women ever. I'm talking about people who transition and identify as women. I'm talking about people who don't do shit to their bodies and identify as women. Like, come on now, let's just be better. Yeah. Because the thing is that you are trying to get praised for something that should not be. It's the bare fucking minimum. It's like people being like, oh my gosh, I support like LGBTQ rights, and I'm just like, you're doing the bare minimum. What do you want, a cookie? I've been doing this shit since I was born. I was born in this skin. Exactly. I ain't had no choice but to support LGBTQ rights. Like, you want a fucking cookie? Like, niggas is dying out here.
Like, what do they even look like? What does that even mean to just support LGBTQ
like, just
rights?
Be better.
Exactly. Unpack what the fuck you are going. Like, I don't know. See, language is
UGH.
So weird because it's just hella stuff that y'all saying, and I'm just like, okay, this, and then y'all say
I
some
just
more
like
shit.
never had this conversation with anybody.
Really?
Anybody. I literally be. Y'all understand? I feel like if you can't talk to yourself, I don't trust you.
I talk to myself,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you don't talk to yourself, I can't trust you. Like, I'll literally be sitting in my bed smoking a Newport. Having full-blown conversations with myself, like, you know you tweaked the money, right? Jesus fucking Christ, I really did, didn't I? Like, just like really be going through this shit, like, but you got to, like that, like, I ain't at therapy level yet because I'm pregnant.
Exactly. Money.
Exactly.
My name is E-Money, but I ain't got none.
Please pay for Iman's therapy.
Yes.
Venmo, Cash App.
For all of our therapy.
It'll be in the description. Whatever the fuck it's going to be. Please pay for Iman's therapy. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
PSA.
Yes. Okay. We're really good on time. So I just want to ask both of y'all, what is a hood wife to y'all?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I was trying to think.
I knew this question was coming.
I'm glad you thought
it's not like I ain't know it was coming.
Okay, let's try to jump off of each other. Let's try to figure this out together. You are my hood wife. You are.
I like that.
Y'all finna have some good sex.
We have sex every day.
Every day.
Really?
It's been so great.
Y'all been having period sex?
Yes.
Why not? Oh, I remember the first time we was like, get this towel. Like, put this towel down and let's get tea.
My nigga literally said the same thing. Like, this is like our first time. Like, this is like our first period together. And like, cause like he, he works at high tea for a hotel, for a hotel brand. And he gets like rooms and shit.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
And so when we went to like a Cosmicon, and like I got my period, and I was just like, oh fuck, like he's probably not gonna fuck me on my period, so I'm gonna just have to suck him dry. I sucked his dick 3 times, throat fucked back to back, like drank this nigga's shit.
Okay.
And I just like we bought drugs, and I was just like, yo, like I really need something. And he was like, why don't you just ask? He was like, it's been yours. Like, I was just making sure you was comfortable. And I was just like,
so good.
I want to meet this nigga.
Yes, he just sounds so good.
He is big.
You know I got a deep throat?
Yes,
I have a deep. I don't have a gag reflex, and I don't have tonsils. So if I really wanted to like suck some dick, I could go in.
Do you ever have the desire to?
Yes, I watch gay porn.
Oh, okay, cool.
I am not.
Would you ever like suck your own strap on?
No, because I think the thing is that I really I would want to swallow. Like I would just want to go there. I think this is the thing. I really.
Kennedy's like, wow, I'm gonna get some friends.
I really. I like. It's just some like I really just like men, and I think if I could replace.
Wow.
Yeah, I like men. I don't do dicks often. My vagina is small, but if I had the opportunity, like I love when men, like queer men, not even really like heterosexual men.
I feel you. No, I feel you.
I really love when queer men hit on me. It's like, oh my god, it's like, oh my god, do it again. And I would honestly suck a lot of dicks.
I feel that.
I feel like I could 100% do it, and I would be so good because I could like.
I believe it.
So
you also
hard.
got DSLs too.
What's that?
Dick sucking lips.
Okay.
First of all, my fucking thing already be trying to swallow my fingers, so like I know, I just know.
I would be really good.
I'm very happy for y'all relationship.
Same.
I'm very happy.
Same.
I'm very happy to see this bloom, and I feel very honored that y'all have made me a trademark conversation in y'all conversation.
Yeah.
Cause this feels really good. This feels necessary as fuck for our people.
Yeah, we queer as shit. Like, and queerness don't be just like, I'm only attracted to this one brand of human. Like, no, I be in here like getting wet at everybody.
Exactly.
Like, just like, I think the thing is that
it turns to fetishization at a point for some people.
Yes, and I think particularly for me, like I'm a particularly vulnerable person in terms of like my gender, and I be really weary of people that are like you cis, like you identify as a man.
Yeah,
like I'm just so scared of that, and the violence that comes with them, like just existing. And I think the thing is, men would have a blessing. Yeah. Men would be blessed if I started fucking them. Like, y'all really need to get y'all life right.
Yeah, that's true. That no. Right. Even if y'all want to think it on the basic level, which y'all thinking, like, whoa, I ain't got somebody who usually be taking dick. I found it. Like, even if it is that big of a blessing, like, even if it is that basic way of thinking, like, do you understand the levels of thinking like that? The way that you really could think like that. Like, it's like, yes, like, you have somebody who has made themselves comfortable in a whole nother entity that they still want this too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still want this basic ass shit.
This basic ass
that is any shit. Fucking where, but to you it's holy fucking grail. Like, y'all need to like wake the fuck up.
Yeah, like queer sex is like a whole nother thing. G, once you get into that, once you just open your mind up to some shit, you can really.
And I think despite the fact that like my partner is like cis het, the fact that we have a relationship that requires so much of our conversation. So I feel like most people don't have
especially
real conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy that you have that.
Let me tell you something. This nigga is a fucking Gemini. Okay? He is all conversation. I want to know everything. I want to know everything about you. Who you've been with, who you are, where you've been at, where you crawl, yada yada yada.
Where you crawl.
I'm a Scorpio, so I'm super not to some it's come off as secrecy, omission, you know, lying, whatever. a fucking mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how often do you see a fucking Scorpio in the fucking world? Bitch, we be buried under the fucking sand. Like, how often do you really see a fucking Scorpio in the fucking world? Like, you might see it on fucking SNL with that famous dude who got stung by a stingray's son. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly who you fucking
I love him. He's my favorite type of white boy. Like,
interesting.
yeah.
Like nature white boys, like, or what you mean, like?
Yeah. I think that's why me and Kush are twins.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Kush is white man.
Okay.
But like I have like I'm like artsy fartsy, but like Danny Zuko meets Danny Zuko from Greece meets meets like I don't know
Logic.
Fucking Logic.
Okay, with that.
No, Logic is the type of hood wives you like. Who you no, just playing. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so real shit. I'm sorry. Light skin tendencies. I'm sorry. A light skin for a light skin. I'm sorry.
Light skin for light skin.
Okay, so what's your version or definition of a hood wife?
When I think hood wife, I just think of just the baddest bitch. Like, I just think of a bad bitch.
Most
Yes, like, which means so much though still. Like, I just feel like whatever you do, you just do it. You just do it and is confident in it. I don't know, G. I don't know. Come on. Let's.
Okay. So I think in terms of like what I see as like a fucking hood wife and Kennedy, like I know that Kennedy has good pussy because bitch cook really good, and I know that might be reverting back to problematic things.
No, that's literally why he wants to marry me. He feels his future is so stable,
right?
Like it's so secure.
I just know, and like it's not even like go look at the recipe. We'll Google a recipe, be like, nah, and then just make something that's still just good as fuck. And I just feel like, look. Hood wives communicate in whatever way they can. Like it don't even necessarily gotta be in language, but sometimes you just gotta know what that body look like when it feel a certain way. Like hood wives just communicate in their own language and exist in whatever way they can.
Have you read Sula?
Sula is a fucking
hood wife. I just keep bringing this shit up.
Sula by Toni Morrison?
Yes.
The last Toni Morrison book I read, I believe, was Beloved.
I'm about to read that next. But I just read Sula and it's just been popping up. But like Sula, fucking hood wife. Sula's mama is a hood wife. Like all the women in that book are just
maybe,
what I think.
Maybe not Nell. I don't think Nell's I'm sorry. I really exist in the world of books. Like, I really fuck with
I
books.
appreciate that.
I've been getting into it.
But yeah, I think also a hood wife is just like really like fuck all of these systems. Like everybody want me to die right now.
Exactly. And I'm gonna keep surviving. I'm gonna just keep living
going
and do it in the best way that I can.
But also seeing that in not in a non-dark spirit.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? To not see that in like in a defeatist mindset.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
and there's a lot of people that wrap that up in realism. Whereas like that provides me with any more reason to be the ultimate optimist.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
we was just talking about how like niggas go through so much constantly, but we still find so much joy, even like while we struggling. Like the fucking lights can be off, we cannot have no food, not have no bus fare to go nowhere, and we still gonna find some joy in whatever the fuck you give us.
I don't think resilience, like when people talk about, like we was talking about this yesterday, literally last night, like when people talk about black people and how we have been surviving so long, especially black femmes, like I don't think resilience is a word that can hold you.
Yeah,
it's not big enough. It don't feel full enough. It's just like you just cannot describe like the fucking niggas don't got no money, but we finna play spades. We finna use quarters. Niggas ain't got no food right now, but let's eat this bread.
Exactly. Niggas
like,
ain't got bus fare, but I'm finna
we
finna finesse.
Okay.
Literally.
All right. And that is where we closing this episode.
Yes.
You all heard it here. You have tuned in for another episode of the Real Hood Wives Chicago. Where can we find y'all at? What y'all got going on? Where y'all want to leave us to follow you at, etc., etc.
You can follow me on Instagram because I used to be on Twitter, but Twitter is triggering. #triggering.
I got viral once and that was it.
I got viral a couple times. I'm gonna
maybe a couple. Yeah, maybe 2. That was it. Literally a couple.
But you can find me on Instagram at whatsyourthotjuice. Literally just whatsyourthotjuice. If you know how to spell, then you can find me. You can find me on Twitter too. You can probably stalk my page and see my gems. But yeah, follow me if you want to. Yes. Also, I'm not gonna follow you back. Don't do that.
Damn G.
But I post cute pictures of my outfits, and I'm kind of fine.
You can find me on Instagram at carefreeken. Ken with 2 N's.
2 N's.
2 N's. Do not
double
the
the trouble,
N,
nigga.
Literally.
Nigga. That's what
you
the
can
N
also
for.
find me on Cash App.
Hey.
At Carefree Ken. My birthday is coming up March 29th, and I would just love to have some coins.
Y'all want to go to a dinner?
Yeah.
I'll take you out to dinner.
Yes. I am so glad we did this. I've always felt so far from you, Iman.
That makes me feel so good because I've always felt so far from you. Hold on, don't make me cry. Because, like, all I've been wanting is friends. All I want is friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all I want is friends. Like, and I be telling my boyfriend, like, be like, I don't have nobody but you, nigga. Like, I'll be like, I don't. Like, not even because, like, I don't trust people, just because, like, sometimes I feel like too much for people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be feeling like too emotional for people.
That's
like,
Scorpio.
That is that Scorpio.
I would love to get closer with y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the thing is like growing up and like watching everybody grow. This has been a pro and a con because I think that like being in a space that's like professional, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It's like you really have to, when you are in a certain position, you definitely have to filter the way that you exist for people.
Exactly.
And I think like I want to commend you because you are, I feel like, very responsible with the way that you give yourself to young people. And I think that, at least the way that I've seen it, is very beautiful. You are very inspiring. But, like, look, I want to be fucking friends with these people. Like,
exactly.
Dominique and I are, like, fucking friends. Like,
no.
Like, I love Dominique.
That makes me so jealous. Because I still want to be friends with Dominique.
Yeah.
Dominique is so sweet.
Yeah, I took Dominique on a very platonic date before. And it was, like, one of the best times I've had in my life.
I love that.
Like, we should plan for her birthday. Are y'all going to her birthday party?
Yeah. I told her that she had no choice. I was going to. But yeah, Iman, I want you to know that you are really that bitch. And I don't really have any other language for it other than that.
Yeah.
You really just raw.
Yeah.
You really raw. And I think what you've done in terms of this podcast, like I don't even think with this podcast only, but
just in the way you exist and like the way that you like communicate with us, like age is like real, especially when you in spaces where like you taught me, like y'all niggas taught us, like we was looking up to y'all, just like looking up to y'all, and now we can have this conversation. It's really hard to like navigate that and to also figure out where those boundaries are sometimes. But like
we have no boundaries
now.
We have no boundaries now. Can we break that?
Let's just break that shit.
Y'all can like text me anything at any point in time, and I will literally text y'all the exact same if y'all would have me.
Yes.
Yeah, I just remember also just being scared, like as a young person, because I had a fucking crush on you, like that, and also, like
that's so funny because I did too. Like I told you, I knew I've been wanting to. And I was like, yo, I feel like Ari just got like the best intimacy.
Yeah.
Like, and I just like wanted to like feel that, you know what I'm saying? But like, we were just like in a lot of transitional periods. But this is like where we're supposed to meet up, and I feel like we met up how we were supposed to meet up. But y'all got my support in anything.
Thank you.
Yes.
Are y'all hungry?
I'm about to get some sushi.
Yeah, I could. I could get some food. I could go.
I was gonna buy y'all a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
I would love a Popeyes.
I don't eat Popeyes, but just
I'm trying to figure out if I actually like sushi. So I was trying to try it. But
do y'all want to do sushi right now? Like, how broke are we? I mean, I was gonna pay for y'all Popeye's chicken sandwiches, but if we're gonna do a sit down dinner at sushi, I can cover myself, and maybe cover Kennedy.
Yeah. I'm cool with sushi, but the thing is that Kennedy does
I don't
not
know
really,
for sure if I
so
like
y'all can get Popeyes.
Do you like crab? I've been wanting some seafood.
Yeah.
You like crab?
Yeah, I do.
You like shrimp?
I do.
Those are the 2 safe ones. We'll want to go down to GCU?
Yeah, I'm gonna get California rolls.
Okay. All right. So y'all want to sit down?
Yeah, we can.
It don't close. It don't close to like 12 a.m. Right?
All right, bet. Well, that is it. You all have tuned in for another episode of The Real Hoodwives Chicago with your girl E-Money. This is a real show with hot sauce stories. Please make sure that you follow us on all platforms at Hoodwives with Shy. We are streaming on 10 platforms, including SoundCloud, which makes it 11.
You're feeling salty.
I'll see y'all every other Thursday.
I'm not your mommy and you's a poppy. You found your hobby. How about that? Running up. You just the runners up. Got cherries and blossoms and buttercups. No chocolate and pussy is honey nut. I'll climb you like trees, don't fall for the breeze. Just stay on your lens with niggas or leave.